Good morning. This is Dan again from Hartville Barn Boys, and here we are. Another job, another place. Before we get started, I want to read a little verse of the day. It says, "Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people with low position. Do not be conceited." Romans 12:16.
So here we are in this little carriage house. It is 18 feet by 26 feet, 2 stories high. And what we're going to do with this thing is remodel the whole thing. Basically, it's sagging, the foundation is bad. So this foundation we're going to do a little different than we normally do. Normally we do block, but on this foundation, we're going to jack it up and we're going to set posts about every 8 feet underneath here and put a 2x12 header connected to each post and build basically a header underneath this existing wall. So we're going to tear out all this floor, this interior floor. It's going to get new 2x8 tongue and groove flooring when we're done. But we got to tear it out to expose the foundation that is existing, which is just looking like it's stone down inside. Stone underneath the sill plate, and that stone probably isn't very deep. You know how it is normally. It goes about 1 or 2 stones deep. That's it. And this is already sinking and sagging. So when we lift, we'll level everything. And then we'll build our header that is setting on posts deep into the ground below frost. And those posts are going to set on cement footers down in the ground. Almost like you would build a pole building. But this is more for setting studs, and this is an existing old 2x4, actual 2x4 inch oak studs. They're going to set on our new treated header. And then we're going to insulate this thing. We're going to put 10 new windows in it. We're putting a French door over here where the garage door is, new man doors. We're going to make it look like a little dollhouse, pristine. It's going to get new board and batten, rough sawn wood siding, vertical outside. And then it's going to get a new legacy panel metal roof. And that whole roof system will be insulated upstairs. The walls will get insulated inside because we're going to expose. We got to tear off all this existing wood siding in here. Leave the exterior wood siding though. We're going to go over top of that. And so once the whole foundation is done, then we do the new siding, new roof, new eaves, and then we come inside, we insulate, run wiring. We're going to run some temporary little plumbing in case she ever wants to have plumbing in here. We're going to get it underground. We're going to do a new floor, treated floor joist, tongue and groove 2x8 flooring. And then we're going to put a rough sawn wire brush shiplap inside. It is beautiful wood. It's going to look so pretty.
Sounds beautiful. Definitely.
And we're going to do a new set of steps, all rough sawn over here with like a barn fence railing look. And so we do have to widen the floor over here, or widen the opening, I should say, where the steps go up through. It's too small. It's only like 2 foot wide right now. We want to be more like 3 feet. And you know that railing we do that looks so nice with the rough sawn.
Oh, yeah.
There are a couple floor joists to assist her alongside here, but this is going to be an exposed ceiling right here. She's going to see this ceiling, so we want to clean it up, keep it nice, don't damage it. And that's the project right there. Nice. She's going to have a brand new carriage house, and she wants it to look rustic. And so
this spot right here gives you a really good idea of what the sag looks like.
Yes.
Really starting to come down right here at this one point.
Yeah.
Right down here. So once we lift it up, we can level it out.
Oh, that reminds me, this wall is leaning. I don't know if you can see it on video, but the wall is leaning, so we're going to do our thing and cable it back and straighten the whole thing out. Maybe put some extra bracing. Well, once we put our shiplap on and our new siding outside, that's all going to sturdy it up. It won't move.
Lock it in.
Yeah, it'll lock it in.
That's one of the ones I don't want to play with right there. Got this main coming in here, so I got to really get this box up off here without causing any issues for me. I ain't worried about the box. I'm just worried about me getting electrocuted. But yeah, get some of this stuff up out of my way. Just bring this thing down and get it up out of the way so I can finish taking the rest of the siding off. That's what I'm about to do.
Get her done.
Get her done. Well, here we are back again today. Another day in paradise, you should say. Ohio, freezing our bunholios off. But as you see, we went through and we ripped up all the boards off of these walls, got them exposed, and then there's a bunch of junk. It looks horrible down underneath there. Removing the floor joists that ran across here is just basically laying on the ground. So when we redo all this stuff and get it lifted up, we're going to fix that. We're going to take this down a little bit, put plastic down, put us a main header running through the middle of the floor here. So that way the two joists can come and have some kind of support with some concrete little pillars underneath of them to get them up off the ground so that it won't have that moisture or rot like they did the last time. Then we put a whole new floor in there. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. The camera unfortunately died on us the other day, so we didn't get to, but you get to see some of the action that where we had ripping down the walls and getting all this exposed. We still have this section of flooring to get up out of here, and we have to remove the steps yet. And then I think by the time we get that done, we can go through and start digging around the outside edges and inside edges and get down so deep so we can see what we're working with underneath there that is real deep that we can't see by eye. So what we're going to have to see to remove like stones or whatever, if there even is a concrete wall there. It don't seem like there, but we'll find out here when we get digging. All right, well, we're at the end of day 2 now, and you can see we got all the walls completely cleared out, got all them steps up out of our way, floors completely ripped up, and we're ready to move on to the next stage where we'll get outside. And well, our next stage would be seeing where, set up a laser up inside here and see where our building sits, and we want to find the highest point. And wherever that highest point is where we're going to take the barn from there on out. We'll just make sure that we just get all the rest of the barn to that one high point. So we will have to set up jacks, and once our jacks are set up, and we're going to do all this 24-foot section right here and this 18-foot section, and come down this corner probably about 8 feet first, get it all set it back down, then jack up the remainder of it and finish it off that way. But no, that's the plan. All right, guys, so here we are again. We got it up. A little bit more complication than what we was expecting. There was 8-inch sandstones. They were about 12 inches by 12 inches by 8 inches thick, and they were stacked throughout the whole bottom of underneath that beam. And that whole beam, as you see, was completely rotted out. So we'll get that corner there, finish it up. We got X here. We're going to have a 4x6 going downside there, 4x6 going downside here. Same thing outside corner, and same thing with the outside corner over there. And we'll get all that dug out and ready to go come tomorrow. So yeah, a little harder than what we was hoping for, but we're getting it. It's what we do. We get her done.
So here we are. We've got the carriage house jacked up, and you can see over here Dan's ripping out the old rotted beam that's underneath. So what they used to do is just throw some stone, one layer of stone. On most buildings, there's one layer of stone, about 8 to 12 inches thick, and they'll take an oak beam, set that right on that, and that usually is either ground level or, 8 inches above ground level. Well, that thing rots out over time. The stones start to sink because they're not deep enough in the ground. And so you can see one of the cornerstones right there. Those stones went all the way across. And we're digging all of that out and then dig it down and putting some posts in the ground on this one. So we're going to bury posts like you would a pole building and put some headers on the sides of those. And then that whole wall will be supported again with a good foundation. We're putting cement down in the bottom of our holes, of course. But this is the process. I mean, it's a lot of handwork. This is a tight area. There's a fence right outside the wall, so, we're digging by hand, and that's part of doing these old buildings is you just get into it and tear it apart. But these are some good guys working hard and working in the winter. The nice thing is you can get a torpedo heater going and have it just warm enough, but you can tell, even with that torpedo heater going on, breath's coming out. But look at that. I mean, Dan's moving the whole building there. We got her jacked up, and you got to be careful. But he's about to get that piece of oak out of there, and then she'll be floating. Hopefully she's floating. See, then we're removing that 4-inch actual oak 2x4 plate that all the studs sat on, and we'll have a nice treated plate, and then the studs will come down and sit on that and get remounted, and we'll reframe where we need to. We're installing 10 windows in here, get everything reframed and set, and all new siding, all new interior siding, insulation, the whole works. It'll be a beautiful place.